Picture this, the DEFCON level drops, but no official announcement is made. Do you know what that signals? We're diving deep into the world of defense readiness conditions, or DEFCON levels, a system used by the US military to indicate the level of readiness or alert for potential military action. The DEFCON system has 5 levels, from DEFCON 5, meaning normal readiness, to DEFCON 1, which signifies imminent nuclear war. While Hollywood may have you believe that DEFCON 1 is a common occurrence, the reality is far different. In fact, it's thought that DEFCON 2 was only reached once, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, so if you hear about a drop to DEFCON 2 or, heaven forbid, DEFCON 1, you should know that a significant escalation has occurred. But what if there's no official announcement? What if the powers that be decide not to share this information with the general public? This is where things get interesting and a little bit scary. You see, there are patterns and behaviors associated with changes in DEFCON levels that can be observed. For instance, an increase in military activity, especially around strategic locations such as air bases and missile silos, could indicate a higher DEFCON level. Moreover, changes in the behavior of government officials and military personnel can also provide clues. Are high-ranking officials unexpectedly absent from public events? Are there sudden, unexplained travel movements within the military? These could all be signs of a change in DEFCON level. Of course, recognizing these signs requires a certain level of awareness and understanding. It's not about paranoia, but about being aware of the world around you and understanding the significance of changes that might otherwise go unnoticed. And remember, a drop in DEFCON level doesn't necessarily mean nuclear war is imminent, but it does signal an increase in tension and the potential for conflict. It's a silent alarm bell, a wake-up call to be vigilant and prepared. The DEFCON drop is a silent alarm bell. Are you ready to hear it? Have you ever noticed how billionaires and top officials seem to just vanish when crisis looms? It's not a coincidence. The elite have a knack for disappearing right before major global events hit. This elite exodus is a pattern that's played out time and time again during high-alert scenarios. Let's take a closer look at these patterns. When the world's wealthiest and most influential individuals start canceling public appearances or suddenly embark on unplanned travel, it's a sign that something's up. These aren't spontaneous vacations. More often than not, these are carefully planned moves to private bug-out locations, places that have been meticulously chosen for their safety and strategic value in the event of a disaster. But where do they go? Well, the destinations might surprise you. You won't see them flocking to traditional power centers like New York or London. Instead, they head to places like New Zealand and Costa Rica. These regions are not directly targeted by any known nuclear arsenal and are geopolitically stable, making them attractive safe havens for the elite. New Zealand, for instance, has become a favored destination for tech billionaires. It's remote, politically stable, and its southern hemisphere location makes it an unlikely target in a northern hemisphere conflict. Costa Rica, on the other hand, has a long-standing policy of neutrality, making it an attractive option for those looking to escape potential war zones. Why does this matter to you? Because when the elites start to disappear, it's a silent but powerful indicator that something serious is brewing behind the scenes. It's a sign that it's time to be vigilant, to pay closer attention to the world around you, and to prepare for what might be just around the corner. So keep your eyes open. Watch for the signs. If the world's most powerful and wealthy individuals are making moves, you should be too. Remember, they have access to information and resources that the average person doesn't. Their actions can serve as an early warning system for those who know how to read the signs. When the elites start to vanish, it's time to be vigilant. Before the missiles fly, the lights go out. Are you ready for the first wave of attack? Welcome to the digital battlefield, where the first wave of an impending nuclear war might not be a physical attack, but a cyber one. In a world that's more connected than ever, an enemy doesn't need to send soldiers or drop bombs to cause chaos. A few keystrokes from a clandestine location is all it takes to plunge a nation into darkness. Cyber warfare is a weapon of choice for many nations. It's cost-effective, difficult to trace, and can cause widespread disruption. It's like a shot in the dark, a silent bullet that travels at the speed of light, disrupting everything in its path. Imagine, if you will, the power grid suddenly going down. Streetlights blink out, homes are plunged into darkness. Hospitals reliant on electricity struggle to keep life-saving equipment running. Communication networks are severed, ATMs stop dispensing cash. The transportation system grinds to a halt. A blackout isn't just a temporary inconvenience, it's a stage setter for chaos, but it's not just about blackouts. Cyber warfare can also mean GPS failures. Suddenly, your trusty navigation system starts pointing you in the wrong direction. Aircraft lose their bearings, ships veer off course, and missile guidance systems are compromised. And then there's the internet. It's our source of information, our platform for communication, our tool for commerce. A widespread internet outage could cripple a nation, leaving its citizens isolated and its defenses vulnerable. This is the first wave of attack in a modern-day conflict. It's a clear sign that a more devastating strike might be about to follow. But for those who understand this pattern, it's an opportunity to act, to prepare, to brace for what's coming. Being able to recognize the signs of a cyber attack gives you an early advantage. It's a warning that the world as you know it is about to change. It's a chance to get your affairs in order, to reach out to your loved ones, to ensure your survival plan is in place. Cyber warfare is the silent battle before the storm. Can you spot it? Increased air activity is more than just noise, it's a clear sign of brewing conflict. In times of heightened global tension, the skies above us can become a stage for a dramatic show of power, preparation, and strategy. High-tempo military activity near air bases, such as jets, bombers, and helicopters taking flight in quick succession, often serves as an ominous harbinger of what's to come. The sudden surge in air traffic isn't a random occurrence. It's a meticulously planned operation, a synchronized dance of steel birds soaring into the sky. These movements are often a prelude to a counterstrike or an indication that launch orders have been given. Each flight carries a weight of strategic importance. Each takeoff and landing is a piece of a larger puzzle that, when put together, reveals the imminent threat of a nuclear conflict. Jet fighters, in particular, play a pivotal role in this aerial ballet. Their swift ascent into the sky can signal an immediate response to an impending threat. Bombers, on the other hand, tell a different story. Their sudden appearance in the sky could indicate the preparation for a preemptive strike or a counterattack. Helicopters, too, have a role to play. Their movements can denote the relocation of critical personnel or resources. In the face of an impending nuclear war, key military and political figures may be swiftly moved to safer locations, away from potential targets. The sight of these military aircraft taking to the skies in rapid succession is more than just a spectacle. It's a language of urgency, strategy, and impending conflict. It's a language we must understand if we are to stay ahead of the curve in a high-threat world. To the untrained eye, these movements may seem normal, even mundane. But to those who know what to look for, they can spell the difference between being prepared and being caught off guard. Remember, these signs are not meant to induce panic, but to promote preparedness. Staying vigilant and understanding the language of military movements gives you a fighting chance in the face of a nuclear threat. Military movements speak volumes. Do you know their language? If you see a missile launch, your reaction time is down to minutes. Do you know what to do? The sight of a missile launch, multiple contrails streaking across the sky, is a sight no one wants to witness. Yet, in the event of a nuclear war, this may become a terrifying reality. The moment you see a missile launch, your time to react is drastically reduced. Every second counts, and being able to recognize a launch quickly can be the difference between life and death. So, what do you do if you see a missile launch? First, it's crucial to seek immediate shelter. This is not the time to pack a bag or try to outrun the blast. Get underground if possible, or at least to the center of a sturdy building, away from windows. The goal is to put as much dense material between you and the radioactive fallout as possible. Next, try to gather information. Tune into emergency radio broadcasts or any available news sources. While the initial shockwave can cause significant damage, the fallout that follows is significantly more dangerous in the long term. Knowing the predicted path of the fallout can help you decide whether to stay put or evacuate. Remember, nuclear explosions produce an intense electromagnetic pulse, or EMP, which can knock out electronic devices. So, having a battery or crank-powered radio is a must. Finally, prepare for self-sufficiency. The aftermath of a nuclear attack will be chaotic. Essential services may be disrupted for an extended period. Having food, water, and medical supplies on hand can mean the difference between survival and desperation. In a nuclear scenario, recognizing a missile launch and reacting swiftly and appropriately is vital. The time to prepare for these events is now, not when the missiles are already in the air. A missile launch is the final warning. Are you prepared to survive? Recognizing the signs of nuclear war is not about fear, it's about preparation. Now that we've walked through the 5 crucial warning signs, let's take a moment to recap and reinforce these points. It's paramount to remember, dear listeners, that these signals are not abstract theories, they are based on hard facts and historical patterns. Our first point revolved around the DEFCON levels. Notably, a drop to DEFCON 2 or 1 is a major red flag. However, it's crucial to understand that these changes might not be publicly announced in time. Therefore, being aware of the government and military behavior becomes a crucial aspect of your survival strategy. Next, we discussed the elite exodus pattern. When billionaires and top officials start disappearing, it's a silent yet powerful indicator that something serious is brewing. They have the resources to move fast and far, so it's crucial to keep an eye on their movements. We also touched upon cyber attacks, the prelude to physical warfare. In the event of a nuclear escalation, expect to experience mass blackouts, GPS failures, and internet outages. Understanding this pattern can provide you with an early advantage in a high-threat scenario. Our fourth point revolved around military asset movements. Increased air activity from jets, helicopters, and bombers is a clear indication that something is about to happen. Recognizing these movements quickly can give you precious time to react. Lastly, we discussed how to react if you see a missile launch. It's a terrifying thought, but if you see multiple missile contrails, your reaction time is down to minutes. Knowing how to identify a launch and the immediate actions to take can be the difference between life and death. To conclude, it's not about living in fear, it's about being prepared. Stay vigilant, stay proactive, and keep these warning signs in mind. Remember, your survival in a nuclear war depends on your ability to read the signs. Stay vigilant, stay prepared, and stay safe.